Transforming community through micro-community policing plans. I believe in community policing because while working in Peru on an assignment with the Seattle Police Department, I saw young people's lives transformed by the power and connection created by community policing strategies. I'm Lieutenant Adrian Diaz of the Seattle Police Department. 7 years ago, 34 community-based organizations expressed a need to address potential issues of unconstitutional policing in our community. During the same time, the department underwent many leadership changes. Officer productivity dropped drastically. Crime had a double-digit increase. The Seattle Police Department needed to make changes. It needed to rebuild the trust with the community it serves. It needed to listen. I'm excited to tell you how listening can reduce crime. That's right, instead of driving around lost on the road of policing, I'm going to explain to you how listening to one's community for directions can create a roadmap for community problem solving and crime reduction. But before I go into that, I'm a 21-year veteran. Most of my skill sets were focused on the tactical side of policing, rather than the community, and frankly, I was happy in it. I enjoyed being proactive in making arrests, yet I struggled to understand how I was making a difference in my community, to make it safer and help change its path forward. Every day in policing, we are asked to deal with communities, sometimes our very own, that have been thrown away and abandoned, like people in crisis with mental health issues and drug addiction. And so I set on a journey to better understand what community policing was all about. I finally knew what I wanted to get out of my 30-year career. I wanted to believe, like my first day on the job, that I could make a difference, and I know I would do that by listening and learning about those I intend to serve. Community policing is a philosophy with three primary elements: partnership, problem solving, and organizational transformation. If we want to see true change, we would need to integrate this philosophy into our agency. Agencies from across the country are focused on data-driven responses as a means to address crime in our community. But at first, we must understand that the community is essential to strong community engagement. Our data must reflect the community's needs and input. A one-size-fits-all approach to policing is neither appropriate nor effective. We need a transformational change in how each and every member of the police department and community looks at solving crime. The Micro-Community Policing Plans, or MCPP for short, is the next evolution of community policing, tailor-made to address the distinct needs of individual communities, with a unique approach owned by the community. Visitors to Seattle often mention the joy of discovering some of Seattle's local flavors. These micro areas are more than districts on a map. Blogs and community outreach groups and parks hold special meaning for new residents and legacy families alike. MCPP creates a shared understanding and value in the design and delivery of local, community-oriented policing strategies. Micro-community policing plans start with partnerships, developed from the ground up with direct input from residents, business leaders, stakeholders, and police officers on the beat. Community residents work in partnership with their local precinct to analyze existing quality of life and crime data, and design individualized micro-community policing plans to reduce and prevent violence. The process is simple. 1, identify small communities. 2, develop 3 to 5 priority areas of concern based on their input. And 3, create problem-solving strategies that address the community's needs. Once the community needs have been identified and a plan for problem solving is underway, there is a need for organizational change within the police department. A process for strategic development and accountability to enhance officer engagement must be put into place. This can be done by convening a stakeholder and partner command level meeting at least every other week, where each priority is allocated time to address the data around police and community problem solving plans. Further, every 3 months, the department tracks the involvement of officers. In Seattle, when the program initially started, there was only 1 unit working on problem-solving efforts. But with consistent investment through technology, accountability, and ongoing problem-solving practices, we saw more than 8 times of proactive engagement than we had at the start. You see, these 57 micro plans are dynamic. They're designed to respond to shifting patterns and trends that change the priorities of our communities. In keeping with our commitment to delivering the national standard in urban policing, we engaged experts from Seattle University to conduct an independent review of the program. Technology provides targeted support of the program with publicly available crime data dashboards designed to meet the needs of the community. Through the assessment of crime, the administration of a community survey, and interviews of community stakeholders, our efforts evolved to meet the crime trends and community needs simultaneously. We bring these lessons learned from these initial steps to continually improve the process and deliver quality police services to every Seattle neighborhood. Micro-community policing plans create an organizational transformation from a culture change to resource allocation. The initiative is sustainable and productive because it's a holistic change in operations, culture, and management. A true commitment to making one's community safer and healthier is not about collaboration. It is about integration. We must be connected with our communities. We must be a part of our communities, not apart from our communities. Thank you.